a land of forgotten worlds. There are places on Earth that make you wonder whether you're still living in the same world. Welcome to China, a land where mountains disappear into seas of clouds. Red cities rise from high plateaus, villages cling to sheer cliffs, and entire communities exist in places that seem impossible to live in. From peaks that look as though they have stepped out of traditional paintings, to lonely monasteries suspended between heaven and earth, everything here feels unreal. This is not just a journey. This is an exploration of some of the strangest places in China, and the adventure begins now. Huangshan, the mountain that stepped out of a painting. Our first destination takes us to Wangxian. Often regarded as one of the most beautiful and surreal mountains in China. Here, towering granite peaks rise through vast oceans of clouds. Like ancient islands floating in the sky. Old pine trees grow at impossible angles along the cliffs. Clinging to the cold rock as if they are resisting time itself. When the mist flows through the valleys, the entire landscape transforms into a giant living ink painting. You no longer feel as though you are looking at an ordinary mountain. Part 2. Everything about Huangshan seems designed to challenge the imagination. Strange rock formations, deep clouds, soft light, and pathways hanging along steep cliffs. At sunrise, the sun emerges behind layers of clouds, illuminating the peaks like gateways to another world. Huangshan does not need massive buildings or artificial effects to inspire awe. Nature alone is enough to make you feel as though you are standing inside a legend. Larung Gar, the Red City in the clouds of Tibet. Leaving the cloud-covered mountains behind, you enter a high plateau where the air becomes thinner and the world seems to slow down. Across the vast hills of Tibet stands Larung Gar, a sea of red homes stretching toward the horizon. Thousands of small wooden houses crowd the mountainsides, creating a sight that is almost impossible to believe from above. It was once one of the largest Buddhist study centers in the world, where monks and scholars lived, studied, and meditated amid the harsh conditions of the plateau. Narrow pathways wind through countless red rooftops, making the settlement resemble a labyrinth built among the clouds. As the sun sets, golden light washes across the valley, creating a scene that is both peaceful and mysterious. Part 3. It is difficult to imagine how such a large community could exist in a place so remote. Larung Gar is not impressive because of wealth or modern development. It is remarkable because of its ability to survive in one of Asia's harshest environments. Wangxian Valley, the village, hanging from the cliffs. After crossing the vast plateau, the journey leads to a place that looks as though it came from a fantasy film. Huangshan Valley lies deep within the mountains of southern China, where traditional buildings cling to towering cliffs. As night falls, thousands of golden lights begin to glow, transforming the entire valley into a city suspended in darkness. From a distance, the houses appear to float in the air without any visible support. The sound of waterfalls cascading down the cliffs blends with the lights, creating a scene that feels more like a dream than reality. You may feel as though you have stepped into a fairy tale that exists beyond the modern world. Although built by human hands, the valley possesses a beauty that many visitors struggle to believe is real. Wangxian Valley proves that the strangest places are not always found in legends. Sometimes they exist right here on Earth. Part 4. Atule'er, the village. on the deadly cliff. Our final destination is a place once known as one of the most inaccessible villages in China. Atule'er sits on a steep mountainside in Sichuan province, where residents once had to climb wooden ladders thousands of feet high to leave the village. For many years, children used dangerous rope ladders to reach school, turning a simple journey into a daily survival challenge. From a distance, the tiny village clinging to the cliff resembles a bird's nest suspended in the sky. Clouds frequently cover the mountainsides, causing the entire settlement to disappear from view. Although steel stairways have now replaced many of the old routes, the sense of isolation remains everywhere. You quickly understand why this was once considered one of the most isolated communities in the country. Atule'er is a reminder that human beings can live in places that seem impossible to inhabit. But in the end, nature always sets the rules. Outro. If you enjoy exploring strange, breathtaking places that seem almost impossible to be real, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you can join us on future adventures. Leave a comment below and tell us, which of today's 4 locations amazed you the most? Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again on the next journey.